Bricklink admins are the best. So it's now time to start working on putting the parts away and stuff for the Indiana Jones stuff. So basically now that I've gotten all the stuff here, I'll grab all of the stacks of the same colors. So first up, since on the part out screen I have everything sorted by color name first, so alphabetically black is first. I then grab all of the different stacks that I have of that. And since a lot of them have duplicates, the first thing that I do is I work on just combining them all. So for example, right here, we can see we have 1x1 bricks. And then in this one, we got 1x1 bricks. Just go ahead and combine all of that for all of these so that I can see which ones are there, like with not having duplicates for all the stuff. And now that is all done, so this here was able to empty a whole bunch of the containers, so now I can see exactly what I have to work with. And then I got two screens up, so then I will just start putting all the stuff away, and I guess I'll check back in once it's all listed. Just finished with everything, so that is 5,500 bricks, about almost 200 lots for $1,022 uploaded. Bricklink doesn't seem to be having a good time right now. So now that the Indiana Jones stuff is fully parted out, it's now time to get to work on the next thing. And since the 2x8 or 2x10, I already forget, plates are not done yet, that means that it is time to work on one of these. So I'm going to work on the plants container. And it's now all sorted. So yeah, it was a bit surprising that it only took like an hour and a half or so to actually sort through all of that container. So, well, it's a little bit shorter of a stack now. So yeah, now it's time to get to work on listing this. So I didn't do an exact sort. Like for example, this year's both flame types with the pin there, and then the other version without the pin and stuff like that, and everything like that. So it's not the perfect sort, but it's mostly done. A few of the containers have several things in it, like those ones, along with this one here, which was everything else. That basically, if there's only a couple of them, or they were missorted, they ended up in that container. So that container, I have to go through it and see what gets listed, what doesn't, and everything like that. But then everything else, for the most part, is all good. Sadly, none of these in blue, because these things in blue are like 20 bucks, but none of those. So now I'm going to just take each container and start listing, I guess. So making some good progress with all of the plant stuff. And so currently at 71 lots, 96 bucks, and still have a whole bunch of stuff left to go. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow should be able to mostly finish up with all this stuff. I haven't rebuilt the eBay stuff on another wall, so that is something I have to work on. But yeah, then overall good progress so far with all of the plant and energy effects. Yogurt time. Bricklink seems to be having a bit of confusion. It's saying it is the UPS tracking, but it's just Bricklink, so something's definitely not right. Let's refresh that. There we go. I have no idea what that was happening, but yeah. So the 2x10s are now all stacked, I think. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Not seeing anything really missing there. Well, actually, some of the smaller quantity ones. Actually, there might just not be any smaller quantity ones. That might be all of them. Yeah, that's all of them. And the 4x6s are now being stacked, sorted. So, yeah, then today we will see if we can hopefully finish up with all of this stuff. It should be doable. And then after that can get to the 2x10 plates. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much all of this is worth and see if we can get it all listed today. These guys here, everything on top of the scale here is stuff that probably very little of it is going to get listed, because that's the type of stuff that just gets damaged really bad and stuff like that. I mean, that was just dirty. Probably can't clean that, but we'll try and stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of that stuff is just really fragile plant stuff. This here could go to that stack as well. Those things are often damaged. Same with these things here. But either way, we'll start working on all this and see what we can get listed. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I put in this container, or maybe I put in a different one. It's bright orange, well, just normal orange, but can't find it here. Maybe it's not in this container, but in one of the containers, there was one of the orange flames that is like a $10 flame or so. So that was a nice find. It's from the One Power Miners giant figure thing, rock monster. So yeah, that was a nice find, but it's mixed in here somewhere. But yeah, get to work on this, see if we can finish it all up. Sold some things from the eBay room. First up sold, it should be here somewhere, yep. Sold one of these Lego sets here. It's of Nick Fury and Captain Marvel. So this here was $9.99 plus tax and shipping. Then next up was this one here. There's $11, I think. And then there was, I'm trying to find it. 1 second. Should be right here. I know it's right here somewhere. I think I'm going crazy. It should be here. Oh wait, no, it's over here. So I sold this one for $27.50, and then sold this flute for $54.99. Just sold some of these armor pieces here, and these are the same ones that got from the Chimo lot, and I have the ones from the lot priced super cheap, and then there's these ones here which are at the original previous price of 30 cents, and then I got these. Let's see if we can just get it real quick. So those ones are 29 cents each. Let that load. Go to inventory, let that load, and it's almost there. So yeah, 35 cents before the sale, but then I had the other ones are just 12 cents a piece. And I don't know why, but they decided they wanted these ones. But then to make things even more confusing, they got 5 of them in flat silver, and those were from the cheap bulk one. I'm not sure if I have any of these for sale. Actually, yeah, I do. I think in the previous clip you would have seen if I did or didn't. But then they got 5 of these from the cheaper option, and these were listed at the exact same time in the same brick store file upload. So it's not like these were listed and then they added them and then they added the others later before they were available or something like that. But yeah, just interesting how that happens sometimes. So now that orders are pulled, I'll have to see if I can finish with the last of the plant stuff tonight, and finally have the barbs that were drying over there because kept forgetting about them. But they're finally here now, so they can get listed. But I'll wait till after I've got all of this stuff done before I count them, just so I can see how much the plant stuff is worth separate from all of the barbs. So I was able to get through everything except this. I got through the large leaves, which almost none of them passed. Of all of the 3 containers this size of leaves, there was 7, 1, 5, 10, 13, and 14. So all in, there was 50 of them passed, and every single other one was just in horrible condition that couldn't be listed. So yeah, there's that. And then the container of miscellaneous things, got the one part listed here from it. The rest of it's in the drawers. The one part, the dark green 1x1 clips, I had for sale already, so I just updated the quantity. They were like $2-3 each, so that was nice. There's 3 of them. So yeah, then tomorrow I just need to get this stuff here done, and then all of the plant stuff will be finished, currently sitting at $344. So today is the day that we finally get a new window. So this is the last time I can just go outside of my room like that. Now we can see part of the patio door down there that's also being replaced. But just sold one of these guys already for $49.99 plus shipping and tax. Yogurt time. My sister needed to order 2 of these to hit dollar threshold on her Lego orders. So now I've got 2 Moon Knight guys. Again, I think I still have one for sale. And so I have to figure out what to do with these guys. So there's those 2 there, identical. So just got that. But then I'll work on that later. So I'll first try to now finish up with the last of this plant stuff now that everything's been shipped out. I think someone really wanted some 2x2 tiles because they got all 1,049 of them for, well, I rounded to the nearest cent, $107 plus shipping. Just have to have this weird reflection or angle because otherwise I keep showing myself because it is a very reflective window. But yeah, then it's nice window here, so I can't go out on the roof anymore. There's a screen now, and then have some stickers here that some people probably know exactly what that means for the stuff. Could have gotten a slightly more efficient one if we had one where it was like a closing, but because I open and close it just before I go to bed, then it's just a lot easier to slide it rather than having to wind up something and then lock it and stuff like that. So this is just the much more efficient method, and so it's what we went with. It's still very good though, I hope. And when the window's closed, I no longer feel a draft from outside, so that's interesting. And so yeah, no mold now either. So overall, I'd say that's pretty good. So finally able to get back to work. It is currently just about 7, I think. Yeah, 6:56. So yeah, I shipped stuff out, but then after that, the windows were finished, and then so I needed to move everything back in the 2 rooms. So that took a while, and then there's supper and all that stuff. So it's finally time to get back to work today. I've only gotten these guys listed. Those are damaged ones. Those are the good ones. So hopefully I can now finally get some of these guys all done and listed. And then finally start with another thing. I feel like I said I was going to do something after this before that, but I already completely forget what that was, or if there's anything at all. Might have been the eBay cards I mentioned then. The most random parts show up in used stuff. For example, I've got 2 of these plant things in dark brown, and it is exclusive to one set, which is Ninjago City, the massive set from way back. And well, actually, yeah, 2017. That's like what, 6 years ago, almost 7 years ago now. So yeah, then someone has 10 of them. That's interesting. But either way, yeah, it's exclusive to this absolutely massive set. I've only got 2, but in the set there are 3 with 1 extra. So yeah, just always interesting for stuff like that. Like how did get exactly 2 of these? And then it's also in one set in brown, and I also have lavender. I don't have the brown one. I think, yeah, I've got olive green as well. Let's check this one. So that's got to be worth a lot. We'll check that in a second. So then the lavender one is from that, and olive green is from a couple of other Ninjago and the one Halloween set. But then let's just quickly check. The lavender is 44 cents, but brown only $5 for being exclusive to Cloud City. That seems undervalued. Yeah, that's interesting for sure. Seems quite cheap to be exclusive to Cloud City, but oh well, I'll get back to work on these guys. At present, I do not have the mental sanity to go through all of those flowers, so since I haven't checked them and presumably there's a decent amount of good condition, they are not being thrown out. They're put in the mist order container, and the mist order container, when it gets full, goes to the box, which will eventually be sold at bulk. So that's there, and then left this in here from the Tranquility Garden I built, but that would go in this drawer actually. It was an extra in the set. But then, yeah, interesting enough, this one, which is still in the sprue, is very badly damaged. So that was interesting. I was able to get a few of them listed. So there is that, all but the 3 most common colors. So that's done. Now it's got these flowers that were just all different types. Then the flames, which I'm going to see how I'm going to do that, because I'm pretty sure I recently isn't a couple months ago, listed a whole bunch of flames. So I might have a whole bunch of these for sale already. So I'll have to take a look at that, and then the barbs. But yeah, next up is these. Finally finished with all of the plant and energy effect stuff. So all in, it is 2,496 items, 181 lots for $427. So I'm just going to add these guys, and then after that, I can finally get it uploaded. So all in all, there ended up being 1,250 of the light bluish gray ones. I added a note saying that they have a soap smell. And that rubber type absorbs it, because although it's mostly gone, since this year's a much more like I explained in previous vlogs, the flexible rubber that absorbs the smell almost, for lack of better words, that I just added that because you can still smell it a little bit on these. So I added that, and I probably butchered the spelling. Yeah, that is not how you spell it. Absorbing. Where is that? It's not easy to look through stuff on here. Absorbing. Let's try this again. Absorbing. Probably that's accurate somewhat. So then I just selected, one second, just this and one other one, because you have to select two to see a multiple lots thing here. But then it is minus 45 cents, so about 62 and a half or so dollars of just these parts here. So I'll get this uploaded, and it's already 10:45, so I definitely don't have time for the eBay cards today. So with that, it is now all uploaded, and so now that the plant stuff is done, my dad has started to sort the next container, because he finished up with the 4x6 plates now as well, and so he's now working on the 1x6, and we can actually see to the wall back there. Finally, we moved a few things around, some stuff to that counter over there and stuff. Yeah, we can finally see the back wall. So for plates, we have the 1x8s, a whole bunch of left and right sides, then the 3x3s, these things, and the other things that are similar but not the same, and then the plate modified, and underneath that is some other plate modified stuff. And then after that, that is all the plates. Actually, there's these ones here as well. So yeah, then after that, all of the plates should finally be done, and then it'll be on to either the Technic, or what I had completely forgotten was sorted was the 2x bricks. They're already all sorted between the types, just not by color for them. So yeah, and not stacked either, but yeah, that stuff is also somewhat sorted. But then the next time that I catch up on that stuff there, I'm going to start working on the round stuff, because there's one container there, I'm almost certain there's a second one somewhere, and then there's 2 boxes there and stuff like that. So tomorrow, lots of stuff to do. Yogurt time. But yeah, this is the end of the vlog, so thank you for watching if you got this far. So now that all the plant stuff is done, I can work on getting all this stuff finished, and let's just quickly check in on the 1x6 plates. So yeah, they are over here starting to get sorted, so that is overall good progress on these. And then yeah, plates are just about finished. So the largest category that I got a paper somewhere, I don't know where it is. It might be, no, I might have finally gotten rid of it. I don't know, it's not one of, wait, no, that's not it. I used to have a paper somewhere, but I honestly don't know where it is. But I had all of the weights written down of all the different boxes for the weights, like the weight of the plates and stuff like that. And I'm almost 100% certain that plates were the highest weight category. And also, since compared to like a normal brick, they're way smaller, that would make it the highest quantity category also. So yeah, that with only a few things left of that, that is pretty good. So yeah, then after that, it'll be on to either the Technic or the 2x bricks. But yeah, this is the end of the vlog. So thank you for watching if you got this far. Wonder how long it'll take to finish up with the rest of this stuff here. But yeah, thanks for watching if you got this far. And still waiting for the corresponding stuff from this to show up in the mail.